everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Erica Derry. I've been meaning to make this video for a while now. I am in Korea and this is my 6th week here. Exactly, it's been 6 weeks. I arrived here on November 17th, 2018. And at first I thought I was going to come on here after I took out my Bantu knots, but let this be a two-parter, you know, how to take out Bantu knots and a little story. And also, I meant to start this channel a while ago, but I was nervous about it not being good. This first video is probably going to suck, but who was really good on the first try of anything? So yeah, so I'm going to tell you guys a little story. So my 2nd week in Korea, I'm very active on language apps, HelloTalk, Meef, yeah, so just those two. But I met this lady, and she's in her 40s, she has kids, via Meef, and so, like, this is the first time I've started to meet strangers in person. Like, I've done meetups, like meetup.com, but that's like a group of strangers, so I feel like that's a little more safe. But yeah, so I've done meetups, but I've never just met someone on the internet and said, hey, let's meet up to practice languages. So I met this one lady, she was in her 40s, and she said, okay, let's meet in Seoul, like, this weekend, this Sunday. And I was thinking, well, can it be a day other than Sunday? And can it be a time, and can it be closer to where I live? Because I live like 45 minutes away from Seoul, but it's longer if you're taking the bus or train. So actually, let me get some oil. Grapeseed. Alright, so but then I was gonna spend the night at a friend's house. Yeah, my 2nd week here, and people already let me spend the night, but it's been really nice because we'll talk about that later. Yeah. Anyways, the person that let me spend the night over, she's cool. So it was closer to where this lady's where she wanted to meet. So I was like, okay, sure, let's meet there. Sure, okay. So I meet her and outside of the subway station, and she's talking to me, and she asked me, oh, are you a Christian? And I'm like, yeah. Wait, needs to focus. Okay. I'm like, yeah, I'm a Christian. And she's like, oh, okay, good, because service is about to start. I'm like, the service? We're not going to get lunch? I'm hungry. So then we proceed to walk into a church, which I don't mind going to church, but don't lie to me about going to church. You know, like, it's not something, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. If I'm going to invite somebody to church, I'm going to let them know they're going to church, you know? So yeah, this is about the time I was tricked into going to a Korean church my second week there. I took notes, actually, and it's actually good I took notes, because I thought I was going to do this video like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, but it's been a month since this happened. So, like, yes, I remember, but it's a good thing I took notes. I took notes during church. I sort of felt bad because I was like, oh, I'm not focusing on God, but I didn't even know I was going to church. So yeah, so it was very interesting. I walked in, and the whole time I was just in shock. Like, if you're tricked into going to anywhere, it's shocking. So yeah, so I walked in, and there are a bunch of Koreans, and then I see a couple other black people, and I'm like, they were probably tricked just like I was. I bet you. So I sit down, and oh, there's an outlet. I need to charge my phone, so I use the outlet, and it's like, I met her around 11 a.m. I think I was late. 11:20 a.m. Yeah, probably 11:20 a.m. or something like that, or 11:30, I don't know. So then I'm so hungry, by the way. I'm so hungry. And yeah, so I'm like really hungry. And I haven't eaten anything. I just left my friend's house. I'm at this church I didn't know I was going to go to. People are speaking in tongues. Yeah, there was a lot of speaking in tongues, or what I would assume to have been Korean speaking in tongues. So I've heard Korean speaking in tongues a few times since being in Korea. Yeah, for the first 5 minutes, that's what was happening. So I'm in shock. There are a bunch of Korean speaking in tongues around me. I'm hungry. So it's not, so yeah. So there was also a Nigerian guy beside me. I found out he's Nigerian afterwards, obviously. The other girl was Nigerian. She was Nigerian Irish. And I don't know, the whole time I was wondering, I was like, trying to figure out his body language. Like, has he been here before? Is he also in shock? He didn't seem like he was paying attention, so I was like, maybe he doesn't want to be here. So, but yeah, the lady was slick, because, I mean, other people might have perceived that they were going to church. Hold on, let me focus. Yeah, but I didn't. But I thought, this lady has kids. She has like 3 kids. So I was thinking to myself, well, maybe she can't meet on Saturday because she's doing things with her kids. They're little kids and her family. So, okay, like, I sort of was more flexible with the location and the time and date because I was thinking about her kids. So, yeah. So, yeah. So yeah. And, okay, that's my notes. Yeah, that's all I wrote in my notes, but there's more. So it was like 12:30, or it was going to be 12:30 soon or something like that. And I said to myself, I don't want to be rude, but if this service doesn't end before 1 o'clock, I gotta go because I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. So, but luckily it did. And then they took me downstairs. They took us all downstairs. It wasn't just me. It wasn't super sketch. I mean, it was all sketch, but it wasn't super sketch. So they said, are you hungry? And I was like, oh yeah, yes, I'm hungry. So then I went downstairs and there was a bunch of food. I don't know if they do this every Sunday. I don't know. But they did the Sunday I was there. So the God doth provide. So, and I told them I don't eat meat. Mind you, some of this conversation is in Korean, some of it's in English. My Korean is like, I give it a 2 out of 10. Maybe now that I've been in Korea for 6 weeks, it might be a 2.5 to a 3. When I gave myself a 2 out of 10, I gave my confidence a 4 out of 10. So my confidence is still probably a 4 out of 10. Maybe since I've been in Korea for more than a month, it's a 4.5. Yeah. You'd really have to ask people around me to judge me. Yeah. So, but yeah, so I think that now I'm a 2.5. Yeah. Actually, that's good to hear because I always give myself a 2. That's growth. That's growth. So yeah, so they, back to the food. So I told them I didn't eat meat, and the one that was like one of the main cooks, she was like, oh, I don't eat meat either. But like, meat has a lot of different definitions to different people, so she probably eats fish. But anyways, so they had japchae, which I haven't had in Korea yet, or at that time I hadn't had it. I still haven't had it since. I like it, I just haven't had it. But since it was my first time seeing it, I was like, oh, give me a lot. I later regretted that decision. Not because it wasn't good, but we'll come back. So they had tteokbokki, but I'm really picky with tteokbokki, so that was also something I regretted. But it was good overall. It sounds like I have a lot of regrets with the food, but no, the food was good. I have a picture. I can post it. There was like this soup. Was it kongnamul soup? Kongnamulguk. It might have been kongnamulguk. I have to check my pictures. It's been a month since that happened. But there was a lot of food. Then there was also cabbage, not kimchi, just regular sliced cabbage. But it was good. long story short, the food was good and I got a lot of it. They had huge plates. Like imagine an American-sized plate, a US plate, and then imagine it bigger. It was like this size. So when I asked for more japchae, they gave me a lot. And then, oh, and I got a little bit of rice. Only a little bit because I had so much other food. So, the japchae was cold. So I did have a problem with that. That was one of my regrets with getting so much. But the soup was hot. So I took the japchae and I put it in the soup and then I ate it and that helped heat it up. But then I made the soup a little bit lukewarm. But overall, the eating experience was good. I just got too much japchae because when I first came to Korea, my appetite had waned tremendously. So I could eat some soup once a day and I'd be good. Like, I would have to force myself to eat dinner. My appetite was like gone. Like, I know people say, oh, I don't have an appetite. But I never really understood what that meant because I always have an appetite. So I finally understood what that meant. I mean, I liked it. I just thought it was really weird. So yeah, but I didn't want to seem rude, you know, so I ate most of it. I ate like 95% of what was on my plate. I consumed, minus the tteokbokki. The tteokbokki was on the side. I'm really picky when it comes to tteokbokki, so if your texture, it's not the texture. I love tteokbokki, but if it's not cooked well, if the sauce isn't good, if the consistency of it isn't good, if it just feels like you didn't even try, I won't like it. Like, Christmas just passed. It's December 29th. And on Christmas Eve, I went to my favorite food spot near where I live. And I really wanted some tteokbokki, but the place that is where I live that's my favorite spot was closed on Christmas Eve. So I was like, okay, I feel like I don't trust the tteokbokki here, where I was, but I'm gonna try it anyway. I ate one. That was it. It was like a waste of money. I mean, it was just $3 or $2.50 or 2,500 won, but I'm very picky with my tteokbokki. So that was pretty much, that was my story. My hair is almost done. Yeah. It's looking good, see? You saw me before, you see me after. I need to get my sides shaped again. My hair grows back so fast. So over time, I'm gonna get better at this YouTube thing. But I'm so happy that I actually did it, because I've been telling myself I was gonna make a video. It's been 13 minutes, oh my gosh. I've been telling myself I was gonna make a video for a long time. Actually, prior to Korea, I was telling myself I was gonna do this. And then once I got to Korea, I was like, yo, I'm gonna do this. It's been 6 weeks, but here we are. So my tip to you guys is, if you feel like you're not gonna do something well, still do it. Still do it, because that's how I felt about the YouTube thing. This is my first video, but I didn't do it because I thought it was gonna suck. But then I was like, no, I watch a bunch of YouTube videos. I see a bunch of different qualities, and I like everyone. Like, there's people with excellent quality. Like, I'm using my camera from my phone because I don't have a camera yet. Maybe in the future. We'll glow up eventually. But yeah, I see people and their quality is like, some people might rate it as subpar, but the content, it's the content. So yeah, it's content. Happy Christmas, even though it's already passed, and Happy New Year, and I will see you later.